Hello, crackers. Are y'all good? Fucking sweating. I was just outside trying to do some practice shots. It's the last half an hour, 40 minutes. My God, I had to go in and have a proper freshener upper before I came in here. I have to actually take off my goddamn shoes in here. Oh, it's nice and it's a bit better. It is hot, hot, hot. Fuck, I lost an arrow. Damn it. But anyway. How y'all doing, crackers? Are y'all good? Are you enjoying the heat? Are you doing something lovely, like going to the beach or the river or whatever? It's too fucking hot to do. It's a real sizzle. Sizzle. But I was watching a Jake Kaminsky. I think he was on someone's podcast recently. And he was going on about putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Yeah, if it's raining, you shoot in the rain. If it's too hot, you shoot in that. And you deal with the discomfort and you accommodate. And you, you overcome, you adapt. I adapted for 30 minutes and then I lost an hour and said, fuck it, I'm going to do a podcast. So here I am. Be nice now to have a few cold ones on a beer garden by a river with a breeze. That's what this day is for. But alas, some of us have to say things that are stupid, like, one a week. And here we are, blah, blah, blah. I actually tried to do the one for Tifam, the Winning Paths podcast. Because, again, if you say you're going to do a thing, like, you seriously want to do the thing. And I was meant to do it, but the last thing I want now is to have the Blackbird and the other one kind of merging or something. I don't really want that. In regards to the content I bring to any of them, if you consider it content, or the chit-chats. Because I recently had two different individuals, at two different times, mention to me, like, you can't go on there being all nice. You got to be all negative and nasty. What the fuck? And then the other one was on about the troubles, the political troubles, and which, there are plenty apparently. But look, I don't like negative. Negative is no, fuck off. And these are the same people who would call you an idiot for even doing this in the first place. So bear in mind, folks who are thinking of starting or are in the middle of, and you're just figuring it out. It's just something you feel drawn to and you want to do it. Just do it. Fucking enjoy it. Do you. Do your best. You, whatever that is. Because at the end of the day, it's just, you're only soothing your own mental health issues. You're not really fucking changing the world. Or anyone's world. You might find people find you amusing, which is great, because that's a good thing. If you can amuse people, fine. But I'm not going to go about, even when I see shit on the news, it's not like that it's uncomfortable to watch, because that's harsh shit, okay? We've been so conditioned to have a normal, like a war scene of bloody bodies of children and shit at the breakfast. That's not normal, okay? In no way, in no world is that fucking normal. And then they say, why aren't you about the wars and blah, blah, blah. Because I look around, that's not a war. That's not a war. That's just, everyone is guilty there of the international community for not intervening and fucking slapping someone silly and saying, what the fuck? You can't be killing kids and women and children and all that. What the fuck? That's not war, okay? So I'm not getting involved in that. Why would you? I mean, even in Ireland, why would you get involved in any of these things? Because, number one, I'm ill-informed. And number two, I'm too busy taking care of my own little world. Where, taking care of our little patch. Trying to survive this fucking economic bullshit that's been imposed on all of us. So I'm kind of busy doing that. And if I can knock a bit of crack out of the timetable that I have, I shall. And I'm afraid you'll have to go elsewhere. I mean, I don't fucking care if you don't like what what I'm doing, or you're not into anything I'm babbling on about, then fuck right off. By all means, I could not care less. Okay, and don't be annoying me with your bullshit politics that you know fuck all about. Get a job and fucking get a life. You annoy me with your nonsense. So now that I get that off my chest, this weather is just stifling. It's nice, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I just hope it lasts for Dumbrody, because that'd be awesome. Watching now, be pissing rain end of the month, which isn't the year is flying by, flying by. But like I said, I was just out there. I'll show you my. I can't. This is meant to be for something else, but fuck it. I was the hour rest is still good. It's still super. I'm very happy with the hour rest. I was very happy with what I was doing there, 20 yards. But then I have something that's maybe 30 odd yards away from where I'm shooting at the 20. So I said I'd go with that. That's where I lost the arrow. But the thing is falling apart. The timbers are all, rotted. So that's another thing I have to address now. It's a bigger backstop. It's the brother's backstop, but I have to encase it better, frame it better, because it's got a bit battered by the weather elements. So that's what I shall do. But anyway, so I booked my ticket last night for the Dumbrody. The national champs are going to be on Dumbrody. It's like Paper Faces again, which is I'm thinking forget that it's Paper Faces, because that is what it is. I'm just focusing on going down there, enjoying it completely, as you do, and just work on my distances and try to get on the podium in one or the other, because it won't be number one, or maybe it will. Maybe it fucking will. But it could, you never know. So just keep the practicing going. I had to take a few days off because I didn't want to get it a bit stale. Didn't want it going stale. And the old arm, the old tennis elbow is a cunt. It's a bit annoying. It's not as bad. I used that oil. What was it called again? It worked, as in it calms it down, but it doesn't fix shit. But then, you're watching all these, pinch here and do this. That doesn't fucking do nothing for me either. There's so many fucking, what you call them? Oil skin fucking salesmen, is it? Is that what they're called? Fucking bluffers, hoofers, all over the fucking internet. Hopefully it'll just fucking calm down in the next 10 years and there'll be some kind of normality, or a landscape that you can say, well, for all my needs, I go here, here, and here, and it's all good. But for now, it's like, really? Are you kidding me? It's fucking bullshit. Although I saw a cool thing on, is it Cork Bio? Is that on Facebook or something? Of is it a cruise liner coming into Cork yesterday? That looked pretty cool. Because Sebastian's on the Titanic fucking trip at the minute. So, yes, I started doing that defam thing anyway. The podcast. I just did like an introduction, because listening to Archery Not Anarchy, I thought that was a good idea, that the way she did this like 7-minute introduction. So I remembered that from that and said, that's what I'll do, because I have enough. I don't know. So that's what I did. And it was weird. I mean, you're sitting in the Blackbird Podcast place and you're trying to say, I had to do it a few times because I kept saying the wrong thing. But look, it's done. First out. So you can check that out on YouTube. There's been a few. Marston's going mental. He's writing epic pieces and delivering them onto the Winning Paths podcast. It's like, fuck. Thank God I don't have to compete with that. As in, like, try to do the same thing. Not at all. I'm going to be giving a different perspective on things. not much too dissimilar, I suppose, from the Blackbird, because you can only be who you are. I can't be going out there fucking, like, pretend to be a scholar in philosophy and literature and all that jazz. I'd be just found out immediately. And then try to tie it into archery. I suppose what would be my philosophy? If I had a philosophy, there's something I heard recently when I was, what was he on? I forget where it came from, but it didn't come from me. I think this will become blatantly apparent. But they were saying that you have people in the world who like to intellectualize an activity, and in the hope of explaining it so it'll make sense to them, and in turn give them a comfort in the world because they'll understand it or something. So it's like with creative endeavors like art and like I mean all the art spectrum, sculpture, architecture, all of these things where you can just get it from your mind and put it to the page, and then have a building, the transitions to that, or sculpture, same thing, and paintings and so on, and all that kind of thing. And they were saying that the intellectuals struggle and will always struggle, because the more you think about a thing, the further away you will be. You'll be so far removed from actually understanding the process or the experience. Ironically enough, usually the creative people haven't the vocabulary to explain it, in a fashion that hits home, that makes you clearly understand. They just, I don't know. And when they explain it, then apparently it makes no fucking sense. So it's a funny little thing. It's something you could ponder for a long time and get nowhere. And get fucking nowhere. But sometimes when I be reading these intellectuals describing things, and I'm like, you're so far off the fucking mark. How can you be so far off the mark? It's just, that seems to be the thing, access denied, as they say. So yeah, so I don't get I listened to two that Marson was uploading yesterday, and while they're entertaining and interesting, and sometimes there could be a sentence in the whole lot that's food for thought, and you get pictures in your head and all of that, and it's interesting. But yeah, when I go shooting a bow, none of these things apply, and I'm sure it's the same for everyone. I mean, if I was to write down what I think when I'm going shooting, I don't think anyone else would agree with it, because everyone else, if they were to do the same, would be so, again, different. And I'd be like, you cracker, that's crazy. You can't think that. But they do, and that's why it's so wonderful. Very. So now that I have my ticket, I said, fuck it, I better get that tent out again. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it seems smaller. Put it out yesterday just to air it, give it a good airing, and get it dry. Make sure there's no fucking mold or anything in it. And now I'm thinking, you know what, maybe it'd be better to clean out the van and just throw a fucking yoga mat in there and a sleeping bag, and happy days. Leave the doors open at night, maybe. Get some kind of a netting so the bugs won't be annoying you, instead of having it, because I might get a little claustrophobic, a little bit panicked. But I think I might go with this option. Yes, I think the van is the way to go. I don't know. I'll see. It's just more like last year, packing that tent up is a motherfucker. At the end of a 2-day stint, you're like, for fuck's sake, to face into this now, and it's like a magic trick in and of itself. It's like, fuck it. I just wanted to grab it, open the back door, fuck it in there, get home, and then get someone else who knows what they're doing to, hey, would you, the tent's in the back of the van, would you sort that out for me? Yeah, because the last time I fucking had, I've no luck with tents. Now that I remember, there's a few attempts to go camping back in the day when we were like, I suppose 18. 18. Never good. Never a good fucking ending with them. There's this place in Fermoy. Well, it's just outside Fermoy. On your way to Cork. Cornhill. And me and a few buddies, in our innocent little selves, we decided to go up there. And I think we had 2 tents. And we pitched the tents. And of course, we had them on a slant. And it was fucking torrential rain. And they went slip-sladding away. Everyone is soaked through and through around 3 in the morning. 4 even. So that long, I mean, you know when you're walking and your shoes are like squishing. Fucking dogs chasing you because you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Country houses, you know. Lots of big dogs. Yep. There was actually another time we were camping in, where was it? It's down by the river. And I don't know why we thought it was going to be, you know, you're out camping with your buddies. But again, it's like 2, 3 in the morning, you're kind of munched. You got a serious munch in you. So we took this, you know, everyone had like, you know, like a raffle. Who's going to go to the garage? And myself and Tom had to go, I say, it was over 2 miles anyway. And I had these new fucking kind of sneakers on. And they were eating the fucking heels off me. So on the way back? I was like, fuck this, I've had enough. Because you have to go into town, over the bridge, up the town, up the hill, Cork Roadway, and out the road a bit to the garage. And then back. It's fucking hell, it took forever. On the way back out of the garage, I was just thinking, there's footpath all the way to where we're going, like. So I'm taking my shoes off, and you can't walk in your socks, so I took my socks off. So I'm like, oh, the relief. And it was hot. I think it was hot because I remember how refreshing it was to have barefoot on the concrete. It was a nice chill to it. It's like, oh, yummy. So that was grand, but we're heading away. Just get stuck in conversation because you know you're going to be. It's a bit of a walk, and you're eating all your whatever you got, and you're moseying on down. And next thing, this sneaky little Garda car pulls up beside us, and they're looking at us. And I'm like, first thought I have is, do you think they know some of the lads are drinking or whatever? Because we were underage and all that. So you kind of panicked. Forgot completely that I was in bare feet and it's like 3 a.m. So the boys just drove by very slowly and there's just 2 fucking heads looking at you like, what the fuck? And they came back up around anyway and there were all questions like, where are you going, lads? What age are you, lads? Where are your shoes? Oh, yeah. I don't know how we managed to walk away from that because sometimes you can think a bit squirrely, you know. So, yeah, tents, I should have recalled. They've never been a good story. Even last time, the reason I brought a tent, I think I was checking like accommodation or something, and then they ask you to put in like I found one that was reasonable. I thought because it was for the Dunbrody 100. So I'm putting in the dates and stuff, and next thing it says, "Oh no, there's been some changes because of the date or whatever," and it was like fucking over twice the price that I initially was quoted. I was like, "Fuck you, fuck that." And then I was thinking, what'll I do? Will I travel up and down? Then you'd be wrecked. Have that before, not good. So I said I get the tent, got the tent. And the thing about the tent is you're not the only person who's going to be camping there. And that's where the fucking cracks is to be had. You meet some crackers there and you have a great time. You know, you get a few beers at the end of day one. Well, obviously you'll get some grub. but then you'll get some beers. And sure, I was sitting down at the end of day one. I'll be honest with you, I was kind of fucking wrecked. And I said, I had the belly full. It was delicious. So I had a few cans, I don't know what I got, but they were nice and cold, very cold. So I'm sitting around the table, and next thing a few more heads join the table, and before you know it, everyone's drinking, and then you get a second wind. The conversation is mighty. There's some mocking going on. There's some fun conversations being had. Then there's guitars come out of somewhere, and before you know, we're fucking rocking the woods. It was mighty laugh. But when I woke up the next morning, I'd say I barely went to sleep, to be honest. The woods are noisy, like. When I woke up the next morning, I couldn't get out of the fucking tent. I was getting a panic attack. It's like fucking trying to squeeze through this thing. Yeah, so I'm thinking, fuck the fucking tent. It has been decided. I am going to go and stay in my van. Hopefully they'll let me park somewhere near the fucking thing. Yeah, because that would be ideal. What do you say then, Brody? You let me park my van down there this year for the champs? I'll be sleeping in it. So, it's a terrible walk to get to either fucking end. Let me just park there. Be out of the way, up on the grass. It'll be grand. We can do podcasts in there if you want. Be mighty laugh. Let me know, because I'll have to bring stuff. But that's a fucking good idea, actually, I've just had. So yeah, that might happen. Hopefully it will happen. But that's where the crack is. So if you're going to the champs, if you're going to the Brody, bring a fucking tent or crash in a van or whatever. When I say crash in a van, I don't mean crash in a van. I mean sleep in a van. Do you know what I mean? Safe. Be safe. And we'll have the fucking crack. If you play a musical instrument, by the way, bring it to fuck with ya, will ya? We'll have a mighty laugh. Because there's nothing better than a sing song when no one has a clue what's going on, but everyone's singing. It's fun. So, yeah. No tent. Not this time. Not this time. I actually had to go and refresh my coffee. And I don't know if there was a fuck up. You probably realise this because you're smart people. And I'm shit at editing. So this will be clear as day. But anyway. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, to the fucking... Speaking of podcasts. Those doing podcasts. Those thinking of doing podcasts. And lads, do it. Just fucking do it. We need more. More people. And it's... If you have that feeling to do it, you should definitely do it. There's a few popping up. I've been talking to other lads, and they're prepping themselves to launch. And I'm like, go on, you good thing, do it. Some are very professional, and, some have very good ideas. Not many would be as stupid as I and just fucking dive right in. No planning, no fucking equipment, no fucking clue. And sure, look, each to their own. But the more the merrier, it's always good. And I was going to write something down. No, I didn't. I mean, you'll hear people say, like, you got to find your audience. Know your audience. I don't know fuck all about fuck all. Know yourself. Know what makes you laugh, why you do it. Give yourself like a routine, one a month till you get really comfortable, or one a week. Because even one a week, believe it or not, finding the fucking time. But if your circumstances might be different, you mightn't have crazy kids and fucking, self-employed looking for work shit. You might have these problems. So whatever works for you. If you can manage one a week, two a week, great. But if not, just do what you can manage without stressing. And my mouth is going retarded yet again. Fuck. Hence the coffee. So that's all I'd tell you, folks. Just do it. And yeah, the van it is. The van it is. And now I'm going to slip off into something else because conversation-wise, it might sound familiar. I don't know. I don't even know. I have to edit this. I'm after fucking it up now. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in this one. Don't mind that one. But we said we'd give it a go. I did, because of the one I listened to recently, Anarchy, or Archery, not Anarchy, that podcast, they have done like a 7-minute intro, and then they have episode 1, which I was thinking, fuck, that's a good idea. So I used this idea. And I said, I'll do an introduction. At least it'll get me going, get me started. I just got to get like a banner or something that I can drape somewhere. And, then it's just throwing up a banner when you're doing the podcast. Keep it kind of separate. Because you're not going to wait and get another studio, are you? That's stupid. And like I kept saying, who knows how long I last before I'm ejected from proceedings for being too me. La. Do you hear this fucking nonsense now? There's a lot of helicopters out here lately. Don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. But I was doing a job last month for a guy up around Arglen. He was going on about some, is it pipeline? That these fucking helicopters be checking on daily. Hear that shit? Fucking go ranting. Although sometimes I'll rant, but not like that. It's not like, no, that's not good. No one needs that. I don't. And then there was another one going on about, like, why aren't you addressing what's going on in the country? Like, I'm a nobody with nobody numbers. This is a fucking awesome hobby I have, and I prefer to talk about things I enjoy: archery, art, kayaking, and talk shit with friends when they do come by. Not to fucking be going on about shit I know nothing about. I mean, definitely know nothing about. Why would you do that? There's enough people, from what I can see, doing that already. And no. If I fall into a stream of thought that offers up some kind of definite, answer to all problems, I'll be more than happy to share it. But I'm not going to... It's like I used to say, you can't be, if you're going to get involved in something, you're not going to be the best at it or get good at it by attacking those who are in that same field and are good and successful at it. Best is to ignore all of them and just find your own way, find your own thing. It's not like you're getting paid to do this, so it's really down to you. You do it at your own whim, and you do it, to have fun, enjoy it, and try to figure it out and get good at things. And that's why I do it. Aside, these now are the same people who'd be giving you shit for even doing it in the first place. So I am deaf to this. But so yeah, I started doing the Tiffams fucking Winning Paths podcast. Jesus Christ. Grow a brain, or at least a memory. But yeah, the Winning Paths podcast. So I started doing that. Like I said, I did the introduction, got the idea from Archery, Not Anarchy, which was a good idea. Hence why I used it. And even in that, I had to do like 3 attempts because I kept fucking it up, thinking, it's just you come in here and you're like, you're doing Blackbird Podcast, and you go off in that, I don't know, that space, that mindset, and you'd remind yourself then, like, and then you won't get away with that now at Winning Paths. But then there was this little argument that kicked off in my mind. Okay, the argument being, well, you can't go in there pretending like you don't come in here pretending. You just can't do that. And it's not like, a job, really. It's just, it's just an opportunity to fucking do more and maybe grow. So you got to just do you, as they say. So I have to plan shit though. I have to loosely, broad strokes. We're not talking like micromanaging shit. I'm a broad strokes kind of plan. And like today, for example, I had planned on doing, because there was meant to be a shoot, but no one told me that it was cancelled. I found out when I was asking people at the club if they were going, and they're like, no, that's cancelled, dude. So, okay. I'm out of the loop in that. So, yeah, I was going to go down there and do something for it there. Something more on the ground, in the field, so to speak. But now that hasn't happened. So now it'll be Galway, which I was going to do Galway's next weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Got my ticket sorted for that also. I hate this shit where you can only do it online. There's no like show up on the day kind of thing. I know it gives the organisers a better idea of numbers and stuff. But surely, bit of fuck, it wouldn't be any harm to have like 20, we'll say 20 people. If there was 20 walk-ons on the day, they could accommodate it. Wouldn't that make sense? Instead of going all eggs in one basket with this all online payment or don't fucking show up bullshit. Why this like all or nothing nonsense? You know what I mean? That's not how you move forward. You move forward and then you keep a trailer of where you're coming from. So I think, you know, bear in mind, people, maybe accommodate 10 to 20 people who might just so happen to be able to show up on the day. Stop being so fucking black and white about it. And this goes to all the clubs who are doing this online stuff. A bit of consideration, people. I get it. It's easier for you guys. I know it's always an inconvenience and there's a lot of work involved in setting up a shoot and all that. I get that. But still, I mean, what about the people who are actually, that you want at your shoots? You want them to go, right? So fucking let them go. That's all I'm saying. Do your online thing, but also accommodate a number of people who might just show up on the day. For whatever reason. You know yourself. Life fucking happens, man. You know, we get interrupted. Plans get ruined. And sometimes plans change and you say, oh, so I can go after all. And then you go to book it online the day before and you're told, too late, sunshine. You should have done it a week ago. No, that's not cool, man. That's not cool, okay? You should accommodate at least 20. I think 20 is a good number. Additions for your shoots. I'm just saying, get your fucking heads together, guys, and have a think. Wouldn't that be considerate of the people who are going to go out of their way and travel to your shoot and pay to be in your shoot and maybe, I don't know, enjoy it and go home and talk about it to their friends and spread the word instead of locking everyone out because they didn't fucking pay on time online. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Rant over. Mr. Negative. I'm not Mr. Negative. Just pointing out the fucking things that should be obvious to everyone else. I'm so going to get kicked out of this whole community. But look, you got to see it, kids. You got to see it. Let's do it fucking right. By everybody. Not by few, by everyone. And let everyone have the opportunity of getting to the shoot on the day. And the tickets for the European Championships grow ever closer. The deadline. The opening. Then that should be so interesting. I'm looking forward to that. I've written it into my calendar. My little bookie wookie. And I'm looking forward to this. Practice, people. There'll be some sharks flying into the country for that competition, I suspect. Even in this country, there's 4 straight away in my category that leap to mind to say, like, you know, you better be practicing, sunshine. I have been practicing, motherfuckers. But I have a lot of practice to do. Even if I was sublime, I can't make up the years that you have on me in regards to experience and stuff. But that's irrelevant, because on the day I could fucking beat a bunch of you, I think. There you go. I said it, McSary. I fucking said it. You know it. You saw 1 or 2 times. You know it's in the tank. So yes, there is a plan in place, and it's ticking away nicely. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with it. The only thing I have to actually add to the plan is a plan B for fuck ups to plan A, as we know have happened previously. But I'm making inroads into this. Basically have another fucking bow entirely with me on the big competitions. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So yeah, going forward confidently, positively. Everything is, even when I'm shooting, well, I say like when I'm at the 20, I'm shooting, and it's sometimes, you're not getting, basically I'm just focused on the grouping. As long as the grouping is good, and I can move the grouping, then when it's nice and tight, I can move it over the face of the target or whatever. I'll be happy with that. And it's not, you could get super 4 in the 5, we'll say 4 arrows into the X and 1 in the 4. And then suddenly they're all over the shop. And you're like, okay, that's okay. Don't freak out. Basically, it's about just, breathe. Focus. Focus is key, I'm thinking. So I'm like a fucking spastic. I'd be like, oh, I'm brilliant, I got this. And then I'll go for another 5 arrows and you lose an arrow. Like, what the fuck? Focus. Will you focus? But it's all part of it. It's all part of the fun. And it's just keep going. I was talking to Jared recently, and he was saying that there was a guy, I think he's going to try it himself, where he might just shoot 30 arrows. And that's it. No more in the day. Just go, okay, I'm going to focus for this 30 arrows at whatever it is I want to do. Your form, I imagine, and maybe the range that you're shooting it at. I don't know, some people don't really care about the range. So he just shoots 30 arrows, and he's totally 100% dialed in for the 30 hours. This I tried today. That's what I was at before I came in here. And was it? I think 40 hours maybe. And then I went to the 30 plus distance yards, and I think I shot maybe another 15 there. But then in my head that was a separate thing. But whatever. Yeah, it's okay, but I find I need to kind of maybe take 30 hours just to get going. Do you know that kind of way? I'll give it a go again later. I'll try. I'm more comfortable trying to do maybe 60 arrows. And in the middle, if I get really good, warmed up to it, I suppose. But I mean, again, are you going to get your little rubber band and do all your stretching and all that and loosen up for it? I don't know. I think you can overthink a thing and fuck yourself. Like I said, the less you think, the better. Have your main objective. Okay, I'm here to get as many X's as I can, especially in the indoors, and stay that course, and you should be good. And don't overthink the rest of it. That's basically how I'm going to approach it. Just get as many of those X's as you can. They're right there. They're not moving. Just get them. Get them. And we'll get them. That's my plan. Forget about everything else. Maybe have a giggle. Try to get a giggle involved somewhere along the way. But yeah, the focus is the main issue. I'm a fucking butterfly, like, oh look. While you be waiting for your shot, you're on a team of 4 maybe. So it's like, oh come on. Especially if there's compounders in there, my god, it's like playing golf. They're fucking out. They're looking, they're double looking, they get out their towel, they're wiping shit, they're checking shit. I'm like, come on, the fuck. So your momentum. But I suppose the challenge then is to change your momentum, or to change the frequency, and then sit in that and try to make that a productive flow for you, instead of doing your Legolas job, flying them off in seconds. But every shoot is different. Every single fucking time it's different. And that's probably what's good about it. That's the fun thing about it. But yeah, the plan is working. And it's all good. I can't talk today. I'm all fucked up. My mouth's all fucked up. So yeah. So what was I on about? See what I mean? Focus of a fucking butterfly. Everything is a fucking fuck up. So yeah. So thanks for watching, folks. As ever. My mouth's kind of broken now. It's not really working right. So I'm gonna go and consume a lot of liquids. Non-alcoholic, I'm afraid. But anyway. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.